Not November is here, and after watching this video, it's going to be far easier for you to complete it this year, maybe even first time in your life, so not to waste any time. The most important thing you need to understand that is that this is only just a challenge, and that's it. Just a fun little way to test yourself. Do you have enough self-control, self-awareness, mindfulness? Can you control yourself for the next 30 days, not to watch porn, not to jack off? It's just a fun little challenge, and that's it. Fun little way to test yourself. It's nothing more serious than that. So if you fail, do not be so angry at yourself because you failed. Or if you succeed, of course, congratulate yourself. But just to remember that it's not anything serious about it. The next thing which leads from the first to another, which leads us for the second thing, is if you want to actually complete this challenge without watching porn, without on similar tension, on nofap, without jacking off, without busting a nut, your desire to complete this challenge needs to be the bigger than desire to jack off. What does that mean? You need to enter this challenge with a strict goal, a strict reason why you're doing it. Because if you're just doing it so because of the meme from social media, because you see all of these edits, you're not going to succeed in it. It doesn't matter how big your willpower and desire is, you're going to fail. If your desire to jack off is bigger than your desire to complete this challenge, you're not going to succeed it. You need to have a strict goal. I want to maybe test out, because I never haven't been on similar tension longer than 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month since I started jacking off. I want to complete this challenge. I want to talk about it in my school. I want to flex on other guys who failed. I want to dominate them. You need to have some strict rules, strict reason for yourself why you are doing it. So after first 3 to 5 days are easy, but what about 2 or 3 weeks in, when your desire to watch porn, to jack off, when your balls are getting fuller, your desire is getting bigger and bigger, then no, they are not going to be their videos, these motivational shit. You're just going to think about jacking off. Then do you have big enough desire to complete this challenge, or is the desire to jack off and watch porn bigger than this? You need to have a strict rule. So any time of the month you get a desire to jack off, you can always tell yourself, no, I have a better and bigger reason why I am doing this, so you can always get back to it. So your reason to successfully finish this challenge is bigger. Your desire to successfully finish this challenge is bigger than your desire to watch porn. That's what you need to understand. So that's about the nofap. Now some actual tips. The tip which nobody understands when they are talking about self-improvement, about nofap, about similar tension, is you need to reconnect. You need to reprogram your mind. Because in your mind, when you get horny, you equalize and you connect that to watching porn, to jacking off. That is not supposed to be like that. Pornhub, hentai, old porn websites made your subconscious brain to think that when you're horny, you need to go ahead and watch porn and jack off, and that's why you are always connecting it to that. And that's why you're doing a nofap, because you don't want to watch porn, because sexual desire and energy is something we have by the nature, and you're supposed to have it. If you don't have it, any sexual desire to impregnate other women, to dominate them, then you're not healthy. Your testosterone levels, your natural testosterone levels are low, and you need to improve them. You just connected your natural desire with watching porn, so you're making more profit to these evil companies which are making more profit from you. You need to sit down, journal, and just stare into your wall without any technology, without nothing, and just think about yourself. When you get horny, you don't get a strict rule. I want to go ahead and improve myself. I want to go and impregnate women. I want to date. I want to meet other women. I want to impregnate. I want to reproduce. You get a desire to go ahead and watch porn and fucking touch your pee-pee. That's the thing which is the biggest problem to you. You need to be able to have self-control enough so you can sit down and relax and enjoy being horny, enjoy having high testosterone, enjoy being healthy. You connected feeling horny to watching porn and jacking off, and that's your problem about it. You need to reconnect. You need to stop connecting. Because most simply said, in your mind, feeling horny equals watching porn. You need to break that barrier, that cycle, that equation sign. You need to break it. You need to break that chains of addiction. You need to change your own mind, your subconscious mind. Next time you get horny, you need to be mindful about it and be happy that you're actually horny, and not to connect it to automatically think I need to check off and watch porn. You don't need to. You just connected it in your brain. That's the important thing for the challenge. The next thing is not to watch any porn at all, any provocative content, nothing. Delete Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, maybe YouTube, Google, Pornhub, anything which could potentially lead you to seeing something nudity, to seeing something explicit, to see something which will make you horny. YouTube has guides and rules for this, so you're probably not going to see some titties or ass on the actual platform, but on Instagram, on Twitter, mostly on TikTok, you will probably see some girl twerking, some girl showing her boobs, some girl wearing tight leggings from the gym. Ideally delete all of these applications, or if you need to use them to message somebody, or if you are retarded and you are scrolling, at least limit your time on them, or be mindful about them. So you're not watching any porn at all. So it's going to be easier. Of course, it's much easier to quit any addiction if you don't have it available for yourself. Imagine saying fucking you're a doctor, you're a scientist, and you have some drug dealer, some broke student addicted to weed, addicted to cocaine, addicted to heroin, addicted to some drug, and you sit there. You sit them on some chair, and you put fucking chains around his legs and arms so he cannot move, and you put fucking pound or kilogram of weed, of cocaine, of heroin, of fucking MDMA in front of him, and you're telling him, you're fucking slapping him and saying, do not fucking be addicted to that shit, while he's constantly having it available, so he's constantly staring at it. Of course, his desire, when he knows he shouldn't do it, but he has an option to do it, when we as humans, by the nature, when we know something, we shouldn't do something, we have some obligations, or the rules are against us doing something. Like in school, you cannot cheat on. When your teacher says in the school, do not cheat on the test because it's a rule from the school, you naturally, as human, you have a bigger desire to do it because you shouldn't do it again. It's against the rules. You have some obligations. So when you tell him, you give him the example. When you give him ability to do it, and you're having you're setting him some obligations, when you're restricting it, I forgot how to say restricting. When you have some restrictions in your life, and you know you shouldn't do something, but you have the ability to do it, your desire to do that thing will be bigger than if you had the same opportunity but without any restrictions. It's same as yourself. If you put some fucking cute blockers, some porn or scrolling blockers for yourself, like it's like you're putting. You are a 5-year-old boy, and you have candy in front of you, and you're putting your hand over your eyes not to see it. You can install some blockers, you can research for some about, you can maybe ask me what are some best porn blockers or shit. When you put yourself a porn blocker, or when deleting app is the first step, but if you just delete it and you don't do any mental work, nobody is going to restrict you from just reinstalling the app, relogging into your account, and just watching the same shit. When you delete it, you need to do some brain work, because if you just put some porn restrictions, some Google, some fucking Instagram restrictions, when you set your these porn blockers, yes, you hide that porn websites from yourself on the Google, so you cannot access it. But in the next 80 years of your life, or it's not only about 80 years, in the next 2 weeks of this November, you're probably going to see something which can relate you to being horny. Maybe it's not even on internet. Maybe you see some cute girl in the gym. Maybe you see somebody cute, some cute woman in the real life, or somebody maybe sends you a provocative meme, or you see some provocative pictures randomly on the internet. What you cannot, like, you imagine that ideology, as I said to boy, you have candy in front of you and you put your hand over your eyes, like that hand is these porn blockers. You cannot forever, for the rest of your life, hold your hand in front of like this. You need sometimes to get it over, so you are going to use it for something else. It's same with porn blockers. You're sometimes going maybe to change your phone, to change your computer, maybe to delete them accidentally, to delete the browser, to change the browser. And these porn blockers are not going to be there, and you're going to have ability to do it. So you need to mentally reconnect that. So you can control yourself when you see something provocatively, so you don't automatically go ahead and jack off. That's connected to the thing I said before this. When you see that provocative video or picture in real life, you need to detach yourself from watching it. The next thing is, do not count the days. Do not count if today is 3rd November or 6th November or 25 November, I have 5 days left. Because when, not only in November, but NoFap or simmer attention overall, when you are fucking striking your wall, it's day 2, it's day 3, it's day 4, it's day 5, or when you're putting in your calendar, what you're doing is you're subconsciously still thinking about it. The perfect way would be to just forget totally that porn even exists. So because you enjoy real life enough, you spend time with other people, you spend time with women, you spend time working on your business, you spend time working on yourself. So you're not even thinking about porn. When you are constantly saying, when I used Discord 2 years ago, I saw some people fucking in their Discord bio, about the bio about them. They keep their nofap streak in their bio and updating it every day. That's bad, because when you are constantly every day today putting on, you have your calendar for November, December, April, February, January, etc., and you say on the 1st of January of November I didn't do it. On 2nd I didn't do it. On 3rd I didn't do it. It's day 26. It's day 385. It's day 68,000. It's day 2. You're still constantly thinking about it. You're still unconsciously having it in your own brain. It's still part of your life. That's not what we wanted to do. You never wanted to have some 6,000 days streak in porn, on NoFap, on simmer attention. What you wanted to do is just to live peaceful life without it. So you are not even thinking about it. So it's not controlling your life. That's the perfect goal. You need to work on yourself too. Because if you had a purposeful business or some job which you actually enjoyed and loved, if you had a happy family and kids, if you had good enough friends in your life, maybe making enough money, maybe living where you wanted to be, you wouldn't be thinking about porn, because your life is so fun already. You don't need any other stimulation like alcohol, like video games, like porn, like scrolling on TikTok, because your life is already good enough. The reason why you're doing instant gratification from internet right now is because your life is boring. You get some dopamine, you get some fun from scrolling, from Instagram, from YouTube, from TikTok, from video games, porn, because you don't have these stimulations in real life. You probably don't date any woman, or you don't, at least don't talk about them. You don't call, approach, or speak to any woman in your life, from your school, from job, from the gym, etc. You maybe don't hang out with your friends as much as you could do. Maybe you don't have some purposeful business or the job you actually liked. Maybe you don't go on weekly adventures anymore. Maybe your mental health is not good anymore. Not anymore enough. That's the problem. You need to find yourself. How can you improve your life enough so your life is already fun enough, so you don't even need to think about porn, about NoFap, about simmer attention. So hopefully these tips helped you. So to rewind them, this is nothing more serious than fun little challenge, fun little way to test yourself. Second, your desire to complete this challenge needs to be bigger than desire to jack off. Third, you need to disconnect that feeling horny equals watching porn. You need to stop about that. And the last thing is, I said, don't count the days. So hopefully this video helps you actually survive and do it the first time in your life. Not November, probably in your entire life, to complete it successfully. So thank you for watching this video till the end. Keep coming back to the channel for more valuable knowledge. Let me know in the comments or subscribe, like this video if you liked, if you want to see more content from me. Or if you wanted to see more similar content from me, if you like the way I'm teaching you about, or the themes I'm teaching you about, subscribe so you can see more content from me and turn on the post notifications. If you want to get my personal help, my direct one-to-one coaching program, you can check it out. Link is in the description. You can learn more about it from the description. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Remember, you either take the chance or you give it to somebody else. See you in the next video. Goodbye, brother.